US imposed new sanctions on over 30 brokers, tankers, operators, and shipping companies involved in selling and transporting Iranian petroleum, including 4 Indian firms. This move aligns with Trump's commitment to reducing Iran's crude exports to zero. The US Treasury Department says that the National Iranian Oil Company (NIOC) plays a key role in underwriting the regionally destabilizing activities of Iran's military and its proxy groups, including the Islamic Revolutionary Guard Corps Quds Force (IRGC-QF). The Iranian government allocates billions of dollars worth of oil each year to its armed forces to supplement its annual budget allocations. Despite numerous sanctions that the US imposed on Iran, Tehran's oil exported generated an estimated $54 billion in 2022 and $53 billion in 2023 in revenue. In 2024, Iran exported 587 million barrels of oil, an increase of 10.75% compared to 2023's 530 million barrels. So, how is Iran evading its sanctions and increasing its oil exports? According to the US Treasury Secretary Scott Bessent, Iran continues to rely on a shadowy network of vessels, shippers, and brokers to facilitate its oil sales and fund its destabilizing activities. In 2022, Iran boosted its oil exports using nearly 300 dark fleet tankers, ships that China was by far the biggest buyer, purchasing over 17% of the 430 million barrels of Iranian crude, followed by Syria and Venezuela. So let us understand what is shadow fleet. A shadow fleet is a ship or vessel that uses concealing tactics to smuggle sanctioned goods through the use of unregistered or fraudulent vessels. Shadow fleets are a way to counter international or unilateral economic sanctions. These fleets rely on a variety of sophisticated methods to hide their operations or maintain plausible deniability. In December 2024, the US Treasury Department imposed sanctions on 35 entities and vessels linked to Iran's shadow fleet of tankers. The department said, Iran relies upon a sprawling network of tankers and ship management firms in multiple jurisdictions to transport its petroleum to overseas customers using tactics such as false documentation, manipulation of vessel tracking systems, and constant changes to the names and flags of vessels. Flag hopping. It is the practice of repeatedly registering ships with new flag states to avoid detection. But changing a ship's registration is a common and legal financial practice, which makes it hard to classify as illegal. So this enables suspicious flag switching to look like legitimate flag hopping. Iranian ships frequently change their flag from countries like Panama, Liberia, and Tanzania's flag to hide its origin. One striking example is the case of the tanker Remy, which was operating under two identities as stated by a Reuters report. A Reuters report suggests that tanker Remy was living a double life. In February 2023, Remy was officially headed to Malaysia, appearing as a Panama flagged ship carrying 1 million barrels of oil from Iraq, according to a document in its captain's possession. However, in reality, Remy was a part of a large oil smuggling network. It was also going by another name, Deep Ocean, and was secretly transporting Iranian crude, not Iraqi oil, Reuters reported. The captain had two certificates of origin, one from Iraq's Basra oil terminal and one from National Iranian Oil Company, both having the same date. In reality, Remy had taken Iranian oil from another ship, the Iran-flagged Sonia 1, which belonged to Iranian company Sahara Thunder. This secret transfer was caught on satellite by the European Space Agency's Sentinel-2. In another case, UAE-based Galileo's Marine Service LLC managed JAYA has been involved in transporting Iranian crude oil since at least 2022 and has changed its name or flag multiple times to evade accountability. Ship-to-ship transfers. Iran has also frequently used ship-to-ship transfers to move oil and oil products since outside jurisdictional port limits, using non-sanctioned vessels to disguise the oil's Iranian origin, as per the US Treasury Department. In June 2019, the Iranian cargo ship Hayyan left the port of Bandar Abbas heading towards Karachi, Pakistan, according to ship tracking data from maritime risk analyst Winward. On June 7, while still en route, it changed its name to Mehri 2 and switched its flag to Samoa. 6 days later, the ship transferred its unknown cargo to another vessel off Pakistan's coast. After completing the transfer, it returned to Iran, switching its flag back to Iran and its name back to Hayyan. There are different kinds of tactics countries use to conceal their shadow fleet, like disabling the automatic identification system to hide vessel movements. It manipulates global navigation satellite system data to distort vessel location. They regularly switch a ship's registered country, that is flag hopping, to dodge sanctions and regulatory. They also use complicated or unclear ownership arrangements to hide the real owners and origin of ships. Despite mounting sanctions, Iran's shadow fleet continues to evolve using sophisticated tactics to evade detection. It raises a question: can the global crackdown ever truly halt the flow of sanctioned oil?